Hello everybody, this was supposed to be my carburetor assembly video, putting them back together, and I started my video and then my phone quit, said my storage was full. I don't know if I can recover that and make the two one. I don't know, I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, so this may be the only video on this. I've got this mostly completed. It probably wasn't the best video anyway. I poked a hole in my finger and had blood coming out everywhere. But I'm at the point now where I've got everything together except for this linkage that goes across and some of the air lines. And I'm also going to bench sync the carburetors, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's get this linkage put on first. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on here first, and then we'll put a washer on each post. I'm gonna put a little more grease. This moves a lot, so I want to make sure it's lubricated well. Then we'll put a rod on here. Okay. That grease is wanting to push it back up. That's okay. So we'll put a little more grease. In case you're wondering about this grease, this is marine grade grease. I really like it. Then we'll put another washer on the end. And then we'll go ahead and I'm not going to reuse the cotter pin that was in it. I'm just going to make my own. I got one here I'm going to cut and then bend it. So I'm going to push this down. And if I can find the hole. This is how I poked a hole in my finger the last time with this cotter pin on the choke lever. This pin fits pretty tight in the hole. There we go. Just fold that over and fold the other end over like so. And that'll do it. And then we'll put a little grease on this other one. Put the washer on it. And then I'll cut off this end part. And slide that through like so. Bend it over. That and just fold it down like that. Nice and neat. Okay, so I'll work the throttle, make sure it's functioning properly. And it is. to the open position, so that's good. Okay, so now really all we have left is these hoses. Put these crossover hoses on. I remember how they go. So it looks like it goes like this. I'll take these two screws out I put in here. And we'll slide these on. Like so. That was easy. I'm going to take this tape off. Sure makes it a lot easier whenever you leave notes for yourself when you're putting something together. It's got a lot of parts or whatever. I had to completely tear apart my Chevy Silverado. Got a 5.3 liter in it, and the cam and the lifters were bad, so I completely tore it apart, put a new cam in it, new lifters, and you know, you got pieces all over the place. Just staying organized and marking things makes it a lot easier. Just like this Goldwing, I've got parts all over the garage from taking this thing apart, but I've got little baggies that I've got screws and bolts in and stuff. Okay, so then these just slide down in here and snap in. Take this off because I know this goes to the top. Slide those on like that. That snaps in. Just fold this down a little bit to pinch it like that. There we go. All right, and all we've got left is this, and this went on the cruise control side, which is this side here. That's what I have marked. And then this just slides down this port on the back right down here. Okay. Now that's all done. Okay, now I'm going to do a bench synchronization to my carburetors now that it's all put together. And if you're not familiar with what a synchronization of the carburetors is, the throttle plates down here should be moving and close, open and close at the same position, exact same position for this carburetor to function properly. And you want these to be perfect. Now you can do it while it's on the motorcycle and use vacuum. I have a video on carburetor synchronization with a vacuum gauge. And you can do it as long as you don't have a vacuum leak. If you have a vacuum leak, you're not going to be able to get it accurate. So I'm going to show you how I bench sync these. And I usually do it by eye, and it gets it pretty close. Now, if you look down inside the carburetor here, you can see that this plate, this is now on a carburetor, you have, this is two carburetors, so you're going to have a base carburetor and an adjustable carburetor. Your base carburetor is non-adjustable. So what you want to do is you want to adjust the adjustable one to the base carburetor. And there is an adjustment right over here. There's an adjusting screw. You could get to that while it's on the bike too with it running. But that's the one that you adjust right here. Now, if you look down in the hole here, you can see that that throttle plate is completely closed on the base carb. Completely. You can't even see through the side of the plate against the wall. This side you can see. There's a gap in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this screw until that gap goes away. See it closing? Okay, that's pretty close. But it's not all the way yet. Let's go a little more. I can still see a little, almost there. I think we're real close right there. Boy, that is just like real close. Let me give it just a little bit more. Just a couple more turns. I think we'll have it. There we go. Now the carburetors are completely in sync with one another. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can open this all the way up. Now the throttle plates should be standing in the same position. And as you can see that they are when it's wide open. And when it closes, they should both be in the closed position, and they both are. So the bench syncing of this is completed. There's different ways you could do this. You could put a feeler gauge in one side and adjust the other side to the same feeler gauge, but I find that just by sight, I can get it probably as close, if not closer. So that's the way that I do it. So that will complete the assembly of my carburetors. So that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, I am going to be working on these slides. I ordered some diaphragms for it, and I'm going to explain why I'm replacing the diaphragms. I am trying to save some money. Instead of spending a little over $200 on new slides and diaphragms, I'm going to be buying just the diaphragms and replacing those with my original slides, and I'm going to explain why in that video. So that will probably be the second to the last video. The last video I will have will be the installation of these on the bike, and then the running of them to show you how well it's doing. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.